Hello, my name is Mark Dietz. I'm a Hawker 4000 customer service engineer for Textron Aviation. Today we'll be talking about troubleshooting the local area network, commonly referred to as the LAN. Okay, so LAN issues are usually brought to our attention through the act of loading software. You get out your remote terminal, you hook it up to the airplane, and suddenly you have a communication error. What's the problem now? Our first thought is typically, oh, there must be something wrong with the LAN, because that's what we use to connect to the aircraft. In this video today, we will explore several steps on how to verify your connection to the LAN, view the condition of the LAN using the onboard maintenance computer, and check the LAN for proper installation. All right, here we have a properly connected remote terminal and LAN Tap 10 kit. There are a couple different ways to look at the condition of the LAN using the onboard maintenance computer, or CMC as we call it. The first and most direct method is to go to the CMC menu, select the System Diagnostics page, and then select Chapter 45. There we can look at a summary of the LAN status. Point of interest, since we're using the remote terminal to view the CMC and the diagnostic pages, the LAN status icon will typically be colored red. This is not a fault. It is a result of having the remote terminal connected. If you see this icon colored red and you're accessing the CMC through the Copilot's MFD, the maintenance computer is reporting a fault and you should investigate. This brings us to the second stage of troubleshooting. Once you've viewed the LAN status page and have noted a fault, you might be able to identify further issues by going to the Member System Status page in the CMC. Here we can take a look at many of the systems and how they're reporting to the CMC. Any system that is colored blue is reporting an operational issue. Once you've found a system that is reporting an issue, you can cross-reference it to the fault that was listed on the LAN status page and begin to narrow down your search. Once you've completed troubleshooting through the CMC and still come up empty, there are additional actions you can take. A physical inspection of the LAN components and the resistance values of the LAN can sometimes point you in the right direction. First, check that the terminating resistors at each end of the LAN are reading 50 ohms each, and they are properly connected. Next, with power off of the aircraft, check the resistance of the LAN coax connector from the shield to the center from both ends of the LAN. You should get a reading of 50 to 60 ohms. If your readings are outside these values, you could have a problem with the wiring or one of the components. Reference the aircraft wiring diagram, Chapter 314002, to view all of the connection points on the LAN. If you find there is a problem with resistance values, then dividing up the LAN into 3 sections seems to work best. Isolate from the forward avionics rack to the cockpit, the avionics rack itself, and then from the avionics rack to the aft LAN connection point. If you feel your issue is within the forward avionics rack, you can take a middle point like the SPDA and check continuity upstream and downstream from that point to further isolate the problem area. So in conclusion, when troubleshooting the LAN, remember to check your laptop connections, check the health of your LAN in the CMC, and verify installation and resistance values. Remember that if you have trouble connecting from one port, try connecting from the opposite port. This may allow you to load your software when under time constraints and assist your troubleshooting process. Thank you for joining us today, and as always, if you have any questions or concerns about what we've covered here today, you can always call us at 1-800-HAWKER2 or email us at hawker_4000_support@txtav.com.